どうも、こんばんは。コールオブクトゥルフパート3やっていきます。1名様いらっしゃい。続きからですね、前回が確か地下が終わったんかな。地下だっけ。地下じゃないな、なんかあれか、精神病棟になんか閉じ込められて、精神病棟みたいなやつかな。でそっから脱出してみたいな感じでしたね。はい、だいぶ前なので忘れちゃったんですけど、やっていきます。前回もこの映像見ましたね。
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
これでどうするんだっけ。さっき左上で出てたやつ見てなかったわ。なんか調べられたりとかってはしなかったかな。とりあえず降りて。
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. Legs. Pain. I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, presumably it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital, and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I heard you talking from...
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
I met a Francis Sanders. You know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
待って、サンダーさんは彼はあれを
Sanders started screaming and convulsing.
Convulsing?
痙攣
That doesn't fit with his history.
And his body got all crooked.
What in God's
痛い
name?
痛い痛い痛い痛い
And you were alone with
そ
him.
れは痛い
He
な
accused Sarah Hawkins of being the culprit.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
サンダースの妻に話を聞く。よいしょ。 てみますか、一回。いやー、
初見です。
お、初見さんいらっしゃいませ。待って、止まってや。何回目の初見だよ。いらっしゃい。
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to
なん
Sarah.
ていうゲームですか？
Can I come in?
コールオブクトゥルフですね。
However, before we go any further, please know that my husband
咲夜
died
くんがやって
yesterday.
たゲ
That
ー
is
ムです。
precisely what brings me here.
去年か一昨年ぐ
Well,
らい。
well, look who's here.
一昨年ぐらいかな。
You know each other.
知っ
We
てま
met
す。
briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he
エ
spoke
ペ
to
ラ
you
ンク
about
諦
her.
めたの？
That's all he talked about. Sarah
エペランク。
Hawkins and her
いやー、
paintings.
ちょっと最近エペは
Please forgive
遊ん
my
でない感
tone.
じですね。
The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned.
なんか
You, on the other hand, a perfect
やんなきゃ
stranger,
なと思うけど
were able to see him and
なかなか
even talk with him the day he died.
開いてないって
How
いう
was
か
it? Were you present when he had this
なんと
attack?
やろう。
What happened?
聞いてなかった彼の様子はどうでしたか。放送を起こした。
まだゴールドなんですか？
なんかもう悪いですか、なんか全然いじってないんですけど、そこにいらしたんですか。何があったんです。
He started
私の目の前
raving,
で死んだ。
screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to
私もう
understand.
ダイヤ行っちゃいましたけどもも。
How could this happen?
ツイッ
In
ター
a
で見てる。
reputed institute. And right
い
before
や
your
ーいいな、
eyes.
ダイヤ。
Did you not do anything to help?
俺真面目にやんないといけないんだけどやってないんだよな。
With all due respect, Mrs. Sanders, it was you who sent him to this asylum, not me.
How dare you? What was I supposed to do, detective? Upon seeing such a brilliant mind disintegrate in this way, waking with a start every night with him shrieking in horror, petrified before this accursed painting, unable to look away? Until he managed to gouge his eyes
なん
out
か
with
こ
his
のお
own
ばさんブサイ
hands.
クだわ。
I should have listened to Dr. Fuller. Let him
失
turn
礼
in
すぎ
months
るよ。
ago. If I am to be condemned, it is because I did not act sooner.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
なんだって聞いてないね。私は疲れてるんです。要件をおっしゃってくれて。ああ、なるほどね。
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed.
このお
For
ば
my
さんあれ
part,
だ
I
ね。
refuse to set
首
foot
も
in
脱
that
そう。
gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
手帳を見る。なんだこれは。
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
ああ。
A house of artists.
芸術家の家。
Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
うん。あ、こっちは行かれないんだ。
What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
どこを調査すればいいんだと。
A house of artists.
いやいやいや、同じ同じ。あ、これか。
He was
あー、待って、飛ばしちゃったー。いやいやいや、飛ばしちゃうのなんだ。
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
あのおばさんか。サラ・ホーキンスを嫌っていた。おう。
The Shambler. I need to see it.
意味不明な行動しちゃった。医学。これ随分古い蓄音機だね。よし。部屋物色し始めた。お、鍵だ。なんだろう。 怪物じみた正体不明の生物の百科事典的なもの、実在するような気がしてきた。なんかライオンみたいな感じ。おっと、おお、さっきのなんかじゃない。
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
コロンブス前。これ何を渡そうとしてんだ。金。すごいな。
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. The public entrance to the gallery. The public entrance to the gallery.
同じこと言うだけだった。ちょっと光が当たって見えてないけど。ほう。なんかここでも終われそう。
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
オールドウェポンズ。おお、顔が。お、これはあれ、このシーンは違うか。あー、これ後ろ下がったらまずいですよね。お、化け物が出てきたぞ。
What the hell was that?
あー、見つかったね、これは。どうすればいいんだろう。そこの入り口から出られそう。いや、待って、嘘。
I can't even touch it.
オーバイガー。 あ、目の前にいます。
There has to be one. Maybe if I destroy it. Down.
ああ、死んだ。くそ、見つからないでそれ先にやればよかったな。そうね。ここちょっとスキップで。うん。
What the hell was that? Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Ah, 死んだけど、どうすりゃいいんだ。攻撃方法わからん。わからんだけど。どうすればいいんだこれ。
What the hell was that?
とりあえずコントロール。
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
あ、これか。こっちの方が効くかも。ほら、食らえ。ダメだ。ちょっと待って待って、これ操作方法わかんないんだけど。これどうすりゃいいんだ。ちょっと待って。積んだ。ワンチャン積んだ。嘘。なにこれ。
What the hell was that?
攻撃方法わからない。これ倒そうって思っちゃいけないんかな。
Down. Maybe I can use this dagger.
おお、目の前にいる。おーっと、これでいいかな。いやー、どうしようもできないなこれ。どの武器がいいんだ。わからない。来てる。来てるね。ほらほらほらほらほらほら。あー、死んだ死んだ死んだ。待って待って、調べよう。これ無理。マジで無理。 えちょっと待って。待って。はごめんなさい。見ます。攻略。これちょっとどうにもできん。はいはいはいはい。待って。ちょっと調べなくてもいけたかもしんない。これ、倒しちゃいけないやつだ。
なんば。
What the hell was that?
お、ありがとうございます。よいしょー。とりあえず右の方行けんだね。勢いで行っちゃうのありだな。うわ。オーマイガー。おいよ。とりあえず隠れて。見つかった。お前が死んだわ。さすがに見つかるね、これは。死んだね。やばい、俺ここで
What the hell was that?
ここでとりあえずこれを割って
Did it hear that?
バウォッチびっくり。目の前にいたんかい。目の前にいたんだけど目の前にいたわ。それは聞いてない。
What the hell was that?
ねお、来たよね。来てるね。どっか行ったね。見つかったね。お前がお前が
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
これを取ってその絵をこれ調べればオッケー。これで使えんの？
Came out of this painting. There has to be a link.
おーい
If I
い。
destroy it.
これか、違う。これ う。うわ、びっくりびっくり真後ろにいんだけど真後ろにいんだけど、いやー、これ左、こっち右側だから、もしやこっちの使ったし、
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
使えんかった。はい、死んだ。こんにちは。あれさ、あ、でもどうなんだろうな。いや、これで合ってるんだよ
What
ね。
the hell was that?
入ってきた入ってきた。ん、入ってこないんかい。とりあえずどれか、これか。
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
これで刺していけ。機関のカー
Damn it. This dagger didn't work.
お、真後ろにいるね。こんにちは。
Damn it. I have to use a specific dagger.
うん。どれ？ちゃう。見つかった見つかった。負けるんだね、これ。おれ。うん、ダメだ。これダメだった。これか。
This dagger looks different.
これか？お前目の前にいるかい。 にちは。これじゃないかな。ちゃう。ちゃう。どれやねん。オーバーだ。あ、これだ。おー、やった。これか。やっと見つけた。おーし、やっとクリア。めっちゃ時間
Don't
かか
tell
った
me
気
that
が
you're
する。
going crazy too.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
The creature. This dagger was the only weapon capable of pushing it back. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
お、これはあれじゃん。さっきの酒場か。酒場じゃねえわ。ん？
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. An old diary.
Oh.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Oh.
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in for blood? Seemed like amateur work. To whom does this footprint belong? This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Goto.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Sarah Hawkins は何の本?
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
絵の裏にあるみたいですね。おお、開いてる。
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
友樹ちゃん3本のシリンダー。
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet? Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
わからないな。あ、これじゃなく、いや、違う違う違う違う。これか。アイテムを、か。生命の額が関わる場所に隠されている。ほうほう。で、OK？ あ、OK、OK。ちょっとマイクの接続が今切れました、一瞬。
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
お、なんかあるぞ、いっぱい。
Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Never heard of them. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
シリンダー。
How many volumes are there
あ、
in
これ
this
さっき
collection?
か。シリンダー。2、3が入ってる。あと1が。
A kind of chalice.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them. And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
なんかここら辺に関係ありそう。
Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
どういうことだ。休館なくね。盗まれた。
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake... What did Drake say about this collection?
ちょっと一回これやってみる。開かない。
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection?
486? 違う違う。違うね。なんか9が入りそうだけど。違う違う違う。しゃがまないで。しゃがまないで。
Drake talked about a particular volume.
アーカム文集。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his
文
message.
集か。
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
What
did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Hmm. 開かないな。違う違う違う。どういう。このシリンダーだよね、絶対。ちょっと聞きに行くか、もう一回。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
守護者？ちょっと守護者。
What did Drake say about this collection?
錬金術師。
Drake talked about a particular volume.
守護者。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
なんか人物の名前言ってたよね、確か。
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie
違っ
fixed,
たか。
set in divine gold. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection?
2
Drake talked about a particular volume.
わかんねえな。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
あれ、これと
What did
これ
Drake say about this collection?
一緒？
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
ああ。どれか、あ、ちょっと。
What did Drake say about this collection?
これじゃない。
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
2回に1回絶対これ。
What did Drake say about this? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
わかんないなこれ。もう一回聞きに行く。ちょっと何にもわかんねえ。あ、これは。
Like precious stones lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess, I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white dear friend. I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
これ1。
What did Drake say about this collection?
お、2名様いらっしゃい。
Drake talked about a particular volume.
いやー、何のことだかさっぱり。
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
9巻があるんだけど、あ、これか。9、1番と9番。2番目がなんだかわかんないな。待って、途中で。
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
219違うかな。よいしょ。ちょっとしゃがんだだけ。逆でやってみる。違う。ちょ。調べるの×だよ。丸ボタンをしゃがんじゃう。ちょ。間違え。ちょっと試したら開かないか、さすがに。長いなぁ。 違うと。わかんねえ。待って、わかんねえ、マジで。どうせいい。ちょっと待って、ほんとわかんねえ。ごめんなさい、頼ります。 Google 先生に頼ります。
ゴミじゃん。
あくまでもヒントだから、ヒント。いやいや、本当にわかんねえ、マジで。番号見て、番号見て。本屋入り口の近くと部屋にそこにある。その失礼しましょう。チェスボードで白のクイーンの駒を守っている駒の数、聖杯の赤い石の数。はい、そういうことですね。ちょっと数えに行きます。入り口の、入り口じゃない。これか。
The chalice of knowledge.
1,2,3,4,5? なんて毎回数える。これが1か。1,2,3,4,5かな。5で、違うんだっけ、チェスのあれか、駒の、チェスやってたけどな、もう忘れちゃったんだよな。ここら辺に置いてあったりしない？こことか置いてねえか。なんかアイテムで持ってなかったっけ。
539。
お待って。見たんすけど、はい。なんで3になるのかって。そっか。せめて3つだけのやつだけでもね、9を確認
So
させてく
these
だ
are the
さい。
volumes that Drake was talking
これ
about
2
in
で
his
しょ。
message.
で、 1234567 7個ここに3冊7冊あるんで、この2と合わせて9になるっていう話ですね。で真ん中のちょっとあれは分かんないです。ひどい。ああ、よかった、開いた。さっき開かなかったのはなんでだろう。絶対通ったよな、539。いや
蓄音機で数字調べるんやで、じゃがいも。
蓄音機、いやでも聞いたけどね。でチェスのあれはちょっとね分かんなかったわ。調べたよ。調べたことは調べたけど、その謎解きがね苦手かもしれん俺。やばい、このゲーム向いてないことが分かった。脳死プレイする人はね向かないなこれ。難しい普通に。
変な怪物倒した。
変な怪物っていうか、まあ、倒してはないかな。あった。さっき。
He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case. Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you. There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic. Did you inject him with a tranquilizer? No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again. Again? But there was enough for the whole island. More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help. Of course. Any idea what this man might be undergoing? Very well. I'll examine him. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. So, Doctor, an opinion? I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder, and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, is that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Kitchen.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
보일러ですか?
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room is missing.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor. Dr. Colden. Do you want something?
どうやって行けばいいんだこれは.
Doctor, please.
My chest! Oh!
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Mrs. Sanders? Oh, God! Could this have been avoided? Hay fever? What's he doing here? Chronic insomnia, like half the island.
Ah, そっか。
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse.
Come now. Don't let... We're lacking in...
I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine...
Hurt...
Anyway, I've learned...
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
関係なさそうか。これなんだ？なんちゃらかんちゃら。ロッカールーム。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs.
No, but
that...
I...
ここからは入れないな。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
鍵か。どこやったんかな。
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him? The boiler room key is not in its place. The boiler room key is Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
ボイラー室の鍵がないと。
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
B 棟へ行かなきゃいけないけど、B 棟の行き方がどこかね。ここから出られるのかな。
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch.
いやー、引きつけないといけないんだよね。
Doctor, those people need you at the dormitory.
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you.
But if I may say so, Doc...
I'll tend to it. Don't... Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother. She came in with the kidney...
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring.
Are you talking about the same person?
She's still recovering.
Oh, thank you. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since...
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into... But rest assured,
That will...
I will...
どうしてもあれだな。どうすればいいんだ、これ。
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work and...
Oh.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
どうすればいいんだ。引きつける。
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions.
これをワンチャン見せればあれかな。いや、ダメだ、もうこいつ喋ってくんね。違う、ここは
The
ボイ
door
ラ
to the
ー。
boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key.
What for?
To put it in its place. I suspect you of having a... But be warned. Thank you.
ビートに行くにはあれだよね。どうすりゃいいんだ。
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I'm going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. White froth. evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
ああ、これベンディか。これでどうすればいいのかな、わかんねえ。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
まず火つけないといけないんだよね、何かで。どうすればいいもんか。ここ入れないよね。
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
とりあえずビートの生き方がいまいちわかんないけど、前のあれかな。
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
いや、違うぞこれは。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
ビートの生き方がわからん。こっちでもないな。やばい、迷子になってる。ここ入れない。ここ入れない。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're
わ
going?
からんのよ。ビート行きたいん
Dr.
だって。
Colden. Miss, no, but that I.
わからんぞ、これは。本当にわかんなくなってきた。
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
ブロック B、いやー、ブロック B の生き方がわからないんだよね。ホーキンズウィング。
We're running out of this medicine. One done.
違うな。もうここは探しといた。待って、何をすればいいんだこれ。ちょっと待って。積んだ。どう引きつけるかわからないんだよな、いまいち。こいつでしょねえ、もうなんでそこにずっといんの。どっか別のとこ行ってくれ。
Everybody says it. She's a witch. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off.
Thank God.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
ここしかないか。何ができるといえば。ああ、これか。
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
あ、はいはいはい。ボイラー室に入らなきゃいけないんかな。これで声かけられるようになるのかな。いや、ならんのかい。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Cole. No, I will.
もう無理じゃん、これはもう。パイプね。
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid. Watch out for the water, Doctor.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a... Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth.
Thank...
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. She's a witch, an old hag.
わからんぞ、こっからどうなるんだ。ビート、ビートの生き方がわからん。いやー、ちょっと頭硬すぎるのかな。わからない。いやー、どうしよう。 この人はまだ生きてそう。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
ここ怪しいんだけどね。なんか開けられそうなところがあればいいんだけど、なさそうだね。
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
って止められるんだよな。
Dr. Mrs. No, but I.
わからないぞ、これは。わからん。いやー。
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I
will.
Oh.
Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
そのブロック B に行こうとしてるんですけど、このどの番が邪魔しやがってよ。いかんねえんだよ。どうして。いや。なんかもうテカリすげえな、君。なんかないの？本当に。いや、わからないな、これ。ちょっと全然わからん。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
これ見たってあれだよね。ボイラー室だよね、絶対。
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
鍵が必要ね。ビート。
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
いや、通れねえんだよな。
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
こっち出られたりする。
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself,
but... 隠してって言われてもな、もう探しすぎちゃってもあと何があるかわからない。あるとすればこの部屋だけだな。
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
テンティグってないじゃん、この人。こっちはもうちょっと手をくれと。あ、
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
いや、わからない。ちょっともうわかんないんだけどさ。
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
話しかけらんないでしょ。どうすればいいんだろう。いや、もう同じことの繰り返し。ちょっときついな。もう絶対でしょ。
Hello, Betty. I'm to put it in it. I suspect you of having a little too much, but be warned. It could easily be you.
The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
いやー、わからんなこれ。薬品保管庫。ちょっとごめんなさい、攻略を見てしまいました。じゃあキッチン、ここか。この引き出し、どこの引き出しだろう。なんかこの引き出しの中に、引き出しなんてものはないぞ、ここには。ここじゃなくて、あっちの方か。いるんだよ、誰か。薬品数えてるやつがよ。こっちでしょ。ここまさか。いやー、ないな。ビートか。ビート行くにはどうすりゃいいんだろう。わかったかな。ちょっとわからんぞ、これは。向かい方がちょっとわからないんですよね。左側に行くと回復させます。 こが B 棟になるのかな。一向に改善しないな、これ。おーい、これマジでわからんぞ。どういった建物なのかもわからないしさ。ちょっと地図ないの？館内地図みたいな。
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty.
What for?
To put it in its place.
I beg you.
I suspect you, but be warned.
You are. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you.
オフィス？やっぱこん中なんかな。これ B 棟じゃないよね。明らか。閉めちゃった。わからない。ちょっとわかりそうにもないですね。いやー、わからないので、ちょっとね、今日は、時間も時間なんで、ここら辺にしたいと思います。多分ね、ちょっと、遡ってから始まるかもしれないんでね。はい。ではね、皆さん、お疲れ様でした。